This is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, powered by Runner's Alley, here for rankings following the Meet a Champion. So, for the first time this season, all of New Hampshire's best lined up together at the same course at the same time to see who truly was the best. And as you can see, this week's rankings are in the Meet a Champion's finish order, and these are not the final rankings, just where everyone stands after this weekend. My name is Violet Sullivan, and I'm from Exeter.
I'm Forrest McKenzie. I'm from Concord.
I'm Jeffrey Allen from Campbell.
I'm Addison Cox. I'm from Co-Brown. I'm Luke Kasich. I'm also from Co-Brown.
Yeah, so pretty simple what we got here. It's the MOC race. It's the top 10 from each race. But so we're going to give you a little bit of individual, MOC recap. We're in place of the sleeper picks, and we also are announcing a massive thing. We'll say because we don't want to give it away. That is going to change New Hampshire cross country and New Hampshire track and field forever at the end. Let's get it started.
Okay, starting with the girls, number 10.
Okay, so in 10th we have Hanover, who hasn't been ranked yet this season. They came in 10th at MOCs, beating Concord by 1 point. So they just got in there. They're led by senior Layla Trammell, who came in 21st. So we'll see her at New England.
Okay, number 9 is Bedford, moving up from 10th last week. They had a great season, and they ended well with this top 10 finish. So Carly Rinko will move on to New England this weekend.
In 8th, we have Salem, who came in 8th at MOCs, and they lost to BG by 4. So this is kind of like another example of, even in like just the top 10, how close all the girls' teams were this last weekend. So, yeah.
Okay, number 7 is BG. They had great runs by Caroline Fisher and Caroline Toll, and just missed New England qualifying by 7 points, but they had a really good season as a team, and they returned 6 out of their 7 next year, so that'll be fun to watch. And again, Caroline Fisher and Caroline Toll will be moving on next week.
In 6th, we have Sauhegan, who came in 6th at MOCs, with Ariel Zlotnick getting that low number 7, so they could place pretty high at New England, I think, especially with Ariel and Chloe Trudell, who's their freshman, getting lower numbers.
Okay, number 5 is Oyster River. They were unranked last week, so they had an amazing day, and this really just shows you just how important pack running is. They've had a great season. So led by Olivia Link and Lily Doody, and if you haven't seen, she took a huge fall at the bridge. That was on the video. Shout out to her getting up. So they will move forward this weekend, and yeah, I think definitely they're a team to watch too because they're moving up and doing really well running together.
In 4th, we have Pinkerton, who came in 4th at MOCs. They're led by Megan Cross, who came in 14th overall. And going into New England, just because they're the returning champions, I think that even though they came in 4th at MOCs, I think they have a shot to still place pretty high, just because they're probably the most experienced team in races like this. So, yeah.
Number 3 was Conval. So they had another great performance with the best 1-2-3 punch in the state of Claire Viverka, Rachel Hurley, and Michaela Schuler to become the 3rd best team in the state.
2nd, we have Co-Brown, we came in 2nd at MOC by 3 points to Violet and Exeter. It was a really super close race, and it was really exciting. I think that as a team, I think we definitely run better on hilly courses just because we train on Co-Brown's hilly course. So I think that we're all really excited for Derryfield this weekend, and yeah.
You're gonna get revenge?
No.
So you're not going to beat him? You're not going to go over the
We do better on hilly courses, but we're not going to try to get revenge.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me, doesn't it, Jeffy? Who got versus?
Number 1 is my team, Exeter.
Oh!
So we've been up and down in rankings throughout the season. We've been really anywhere jumping from 10 to number 1. And this is really because we haven't been racing a lot of the top teams. Like in regular season meets and invites. So, but we knew that we had a shot, and so we went for it. And I think the key, and I think especially this weekend going into it too, Jeffrey was just talking about how the course is a little bit beat up still from divisionals. I think you have to definitely embrace the mud and rain and hills, like Addie was saying, and you just have to go for it and give it your best shot. And I think that's what we did this weekend. And I still can't believe we did it. That was like definitely an unforgettable moment. And I'm really proud of my girls and how we pulled it together and did that. So yeah, very exciting.
All right, let's hear about some individuals.
So I think Julia Robitaille definitely took the race out pretty hard on Saturday. Like by the time we got to I think the 400 or the 600, she had a pretty substantial lead, but Sophia Reynolds closed really well. So that was pretty impressive, especially coming from a freshman. So yeah.
I think going into this weekend, should we say I think again in Meet of Champions, there is that pack of about 5 girls who broke away initially, and then I know me and Addie were in that chase pack, which then ended up kind of spreading out and catching up to the lead pack when that spread out too. I think New England will be kind of a similar situation to that.
Oh, you can't give New England preview yet.
Okay, that's fine. We can talk about that.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Who got top 10? List that. Do you have that list?
Well,
What?
I came in 11th, so
it came in front of you.
I know it was Caroline Toll was 10th.
Let's see how good they know. I'll pull these up.
Okay, so Cito was 10th. Sarah Burkoff was 9th.
Correct.
Rachel Hurley was 8.
Correct.
Ariel was. I have the results in front of me.
No.
Ariel was 7.
Oh, you Peter. I was.
All right, to read them.
We'll read them. Lauren Robinson was 6. Maya Doobie was 5. Caroline Fisher was 4. Corinne Robitaille was 3. Julia Robitaille was 2. And Sophia Reynolds was 1.
I totally would have gotten that. Just saying.
All right, boys. Let's see let's give them a recap.
All right. So coming in 10th, they ended off the season on a good note, getting 10th. They were always flirting with that 10 and non-ranked spot, so good way to end it. They had a strong pack, so number 9.
Yeah, but did you see those root beer mile results today, boy?
The root beer mile. Personally, I think they did a great job hosting that.
I don't.
I saw an awesome live stream. Looked pretty well organized.
That was good. I'll give them that.
So number 9, we got Messinic.
Oh.
Who had an awesome race.
Oh.
We were close to them at States, but I mean, MOC is the same deal. A lot of the guys had awesome races. Of course, Lennon Valancourt, who came in 5th. He ran 16:09. And Josh Mavesian ran 17:11. So they were kind of a sleeper team going into it, and I think that they really proved themselves as a strong team.
Yep. In 8th place, we got Nashville North. My boy Rory Curran. Kid's got a kick, let me tell you that. He's a smart racer and got himself 6th place. He reeled people in. And also a great race out of my guy Gideon Prince. The man got 19th place. Awesome job. 8th place out of Nashville North.
All right. Number 7 was Londonderry. They were just bumped out of New England by Winnicott. Will Heenan is still going to New England, I expect, because he got in the top 25. We've heard that they're going to Nike Cross Regionals, so we'll see if they can bounce back from their performance at Meet Champions.
Nice.
Number 6, we got Winnicott. Really strong team, led by Colin Donnelly, who placed 7th at Meet Champions. He ran 16:23. And their second guy, Austin Dennis, I think so. He ran 16:33 or 38 actually. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's just a slow year. Probably the slowest year at MLCs.
Yeah, everyone probably knows it's really muddy.
Yeah.
The grass. The woods actually wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, other than the wind tunnel.
Yeah. But the grass was definitely the worst part going into that by the finish or by the start and going into the finish.
Yeah. All right, so number 5, we got Pinkerton. They led by Joe Gagnon. He got 14th place. You know, he was kind of angry with his performance. I talked to him after, but if I know Joe Gagnon the way I know Joe Gagnon, I know he's gonna bounce back in New England and have a great one. Great athlete, great person. And also second for them was Luke Brennan, who got 30th place as just a freshman, which is very, very respectable. Bright future for him too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 4 was Keene. Second, but they were only 2 points behind Co Brown. They had a strong performance by Jake Velazquez and Torn Kindle.
Yeah. Number 3, we got Co Brown, led by Dawson Dubois with the 16:29 and Luke Kazik 16:33. Both of them were right on me at the end, and I think that they really pushed me to the race. Of course, I heard Tim Cox yelling at them the whole time. And that kept me motivated.
Dawson's gonna get you, Jeffy. He's gonna get you.
He could.
He's gonna get you. I'm telling you. All right. So second place we got Oyster, and I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but did I call it last week, boys? I think I called it. Oyster. Oh my God, boys, you guys showed up. Miles Carrico 8th place. Where that performance came from, I don't know, but I love it. That was unbelievable performance out of him. Andy O'Brien, 18th place. Just great performance out of them. They had the talent and they showed up on the same day, and you love to see that. And second to fourth were separated by 4 points, 2 points in between each one. That is close as it gets.
Yep.
That's awesome.
All right, first is Concord. They won, and there's not much else to say about it. Forrest won the race easily, so good job.
All right, so we got a question that we should address now. So Evan Coyne, he had a great race at Meet of Champions. He asked a question. He said who's going to NXR and who's going to Foot Locker Regionals. Not sure if he's asking for all of New Hampshire or just us, but I think that we could each individually answer that. I'm not sure what teams are going.
Okay, NXR.
Yeah, Co Brown's going to NXR.
We're going to NXR.
We are.
Violet, you're not going to regionals?
We didn't know we were gonna be doing this well.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Well, I think that's something like I know you guys planned that almost in the summer, and so like for us to plan that 2 weeks out, I think with a bunch of people going on vacation and stuff too, and with Thanksgiving, I think that was just a little bit too close. But
so instead you're doing the milk mile.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm definitely going individually to NXR, and I'm trying to get my team together to do it. If not, I know I have a couple guys from my team going individually for NXR also.
You guys gonna race in like the Hawaiian shirts?
Yeah.
Try to get on.
We're gonna race in our jerseys, so we're just gonna race in our Hawaiian shirts.
All right. So, I mean, individually, you know, we could just list the top 10, I guess. Dude, number 10, Dylan Khalil. That Khalil family is going to be so nasty.
Yep.
Like, there are so many of them, and they are going to be very, very good.
Yep. They're all going to be good. I mean, he's obviously a strong runner. Since freshman year, I've seen his first high school race, I think, in Sanborn. And he's from then, I think he placed either second or third, and I knew then he was going to be a great runner, and obviously he's doing an awesome job.
How many Khalils are there? There's him. There's Jared, who's the 8th grade. There's Tyson.
And an even younger one, so I think there's 3 of them.
They're going to be pretty good. All right, so now number 9 is some scrub. Jeffrey Allen. Number 8, Miles Carrico. 7, as we mentioned, Colin Donnelly. 6, Joseph Curran. 5th, Jeff's daddy, Landon Valancourt. David Reynolds. Third, Jake Velazquez. Second, Jake Winslow. And first, another scrub. All right. Let's go into preview, I guess.
Yep. All right, so I guess the first thing I want to say is talking about the course conditions.
Yeah.
So obviously we got some good weather today. I had an awesome run. The weather was awesome. And I was at the course yesterday.
Yeah.
And with all the rain we're having, I did a quick little workout there, and I couldn't run in the grass. I was slipping everywhere.
You're paralyzed?
I ruined a pair of shoes, basically.
Did you cry?
I cried at least 3 times. But
unbelievable.
And I probably made the course worse with that. More water. But it's honestly, it's really deep mud over there. Obviously, I went up to the top, and it's not too bad up there. It's actually probably the best area to be in at the top, but then by the grass finish and everything, it's gonna be slippery and should make for a fun race, but it'll be interesting. I, unlike States, will be racing in spikes.
Wow.
Really?
That bad, huh?
And I honestly don't think it'll even help. I think that the spikes will just be there.
Yeah.
Well, they did something. I didn't have mud caked all over mine when I did.
I thought the spikes
Yeah.
helped because before divisions we do a workout at Dairyfield, and I was in my trainers obviously, and I was like sliding everywhere, and then during the race I wasn't sliding as much, so I definitely think that spikes help. Also, I think that because we race at Dairyfield so many times, we know we're like I know that the big mud pit near the gazebo, everyone kind of has their own, in New Hampshire has their way of going around it, and I think that's kind of an advantage going up against other states.
Yeah, so speaking of that, talking about home field advantage, I guess, this weekend, and how everyone feels about that. So
let's go. 603, baby. We have to represent. You know what I'm saying? 603. We become one. All those individuals racing without a team, gang up. For Rhode Island guys right there, give them a bow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be running for 603, New Hampshire pride. People coming who aren't gonna support a team or about an individual. You know, anybody coming. Get your New Hampshire cross country shirt and unite at 603. Yep. Okay, girls, what do we got for preview? What are we looking forward to at New Hampshire?
So
definitely. Oh, you can go.
no, you can go.
Okay, so definitely. I mean, our top 6 teams right here. So we have Sauhegan, Oyster River, Pinkerton, Condell, Co-Brown, and Exeter. I think again, just these teams are all so close. So we're still nothing is necessarily settled. I mean, again, Co-Brown, Exeter, we're gonna.
Who's the big competition? Champlain Valley.
Yeah,
I think Champlain Valley.
The first team, they're ranked #1 in the Northeast, so they're definitely going into this weekend. But I know that my team has been talking about it. We raced them at Manchester, so we each girl on the team kind of knows where the Champlain Valley girls are. And I'm not necessarily saying that we're gonna beat them, but we're gonna just try and run with them. And, also, find our other New Hampshire teams there, so that we can kind of all work together, I guess.
I heard they averaged 1959 at Manchester Invitational.
I also heard the same thing. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. All right. So individual, what do you think there? You think Sophia's got? I mean, the returning New England champion just got second.
Julia won New England's last year, so she definitely has more experience. But Sophia's been running really, really well. I don't really know. There's a girl from that won Manchester, and she's from Pomperog or something like that.
Isn't there a girl from Hall that's real good? I remember going to Wickham Park Invitational. There's a girl from Hall that won the race by a minute. Blew everybody away.
There's a couple of Champlain Valley girls up there too.
Yeah, there is. There's gonna be a pack up there. We'll just see what happens.
I think definitely we have a chance. Sophia, Julia, definitely they should be up there and battling to win.
Nice. All right, I think for the boys, I mean, it's honestly Bishop Hendrick's race to lose, but I do think that it's very possible that they do lose. Their race came down 5 points with LaSalle. LaSalle's another possible favorite. I'd say the favorites would have to be us, Hendricken, LaSalle, Xavier. You know, you can't count out Essex. You can't count out any of these teams because, especially like Jeff was saying, how it's going to be really muddy, really disgusting. That, in my head, favors the more northern New England teams. But, you know, Hendricken is also ranked the #1 team in the Northeast. They're also ranked 4th in the country. So beating that is tough. But, you know, I'm not going to be the one to say it's not possible because I think we're going to do it, personally. But so that's, I think, team races, that would be the most accurate. And then we're going to see how the rivalry with Oyster River and Co Brown goes. You know, see if we have a little flip-flop in the final rankings. See if they hold on.
Yeah, so honestly, talking about team rankings, I know the Concord guys really want it bad. So I remember watching their interview. They said they want to be the best team in the nation.
Yeah.
Oh my God! No, you mean the essence of Phoenix? Yeah, the essence of Phoenix. What he says, it goes.
So anyway, but really, I think that a lot of those teams, a lot of the top teams that Forrest mentioned, really don't have the advantage of running on Dairy Field a lot. I know maybe some of them came up to Manch Invite.
Yeah, Hendricken comes up.
Yeah, so
they don't run on it when it's bad.
But really, they had a great course condition when they were racing there, and we race it either 2 times or 3 times a year. So I think that the Concord guys have an advantage there, and I think that if anything, that'll just bring their chances up.
Yep, I think individually speaking, it's about as wide open as it gets. I think that you know, me and Jake Winslow certainly have a shot at being right there. There's guys from Hendricken that are tough. There's guys from literally every state has a delegate. Delegate. What are you doing, Jeff? Why are you showing your shirt?
Someone in the comments, I just had to flex.
No. Yeah, show it again. Show it again.
All right, so
how cocky do you have to be to have a shirt of yourself?
This is a shirt that one of the South guys made. They're a really supportive team. Came to MOCs. They were helping out. They were volunteering for the race. All wearing these shirts. Great guys.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, I support Runners Alley, not Jeff Allen, okay? All right, I guess with that said, we can go into questions before we get to the absolutely game changer.
Yeah, so we want to go over some questions real quick. Not a lot of questions being asked, to be honest. Some people ask about social security numbers.
Ask questions.
Ask questions.
Asking for social security numbers.
Jake Winslow said that he got a dub in Fortnite right before he came on, so that's pretty epic.
See what you did there? See what you did there? Fortnite's dead, Jake. Why are you even on that game?
Forrest?
Yeah.
Someone, Rubber Banana, asked you, how does it feel to have Campbell beat Concord?
It just didn't happen, but all right.
Weird question, I'm not sure where that came from. Someone, Addison, my sister said nice teeth, but she said Matt. You spelled your name wrong.
Spelled your name wrong.
She called you Addison, but I don't know why.
There's a guy named Jamal in there. Is he asking any good questions?
Not really.
He asked good questions.
Who's Rubber Banana?
He said, gotta go, Battle Bus is leaving the station.
Okay. Hey, I have a question. Pizza or gum?
Z Allen said, Landon's saying he's gonna get you.
Who's gonna get you? He's gonna get who?
He's gonna get you.
Who's you? You, Darvish?
You.
And that's basically. Someone said, what would Forrest run at the God invite?
At the God invite?
Yeah. Oh, here's a better question right here. How was the Stealth movie?
Oh my God. Boys, what are you doing? So for the people who don't know, Nashville South created a movie, and they hyped it up to the moon. And I'll try to be as nice as I possibly can be. It was garbage. I mean, I tried to be nice, I couldn't be. That was so bad, guys. That's not a movie, it was a slideshow.
So we haven't watched it as a team yet, but we're gonna do a formal review. We're gonna watch a formal review afterwards, and we're pretty excited for it. So be there on the Campbell XC Track and Field Boys Instagram.
Bonnie Eagle girls. God told us the Bonnie Eagle girls are good too. What do you guys know about them?
I know that their number one girl is this girl named Delaney. She's a freshman, and she's pretty experienced. She did a lot of Junior Olympic stuff in school, and she ran Manchester Invite, and she ran pretty well there. So they definitely know the course there. So yeah.
Okay, back on that.
My little brother.
Yeah, what's up?
Asked, where are you all going to college?
Oh, great question.
Yeah.
I'm going to Runners Valley University. No, UNH. The Wildcats.
Oh, God. Then we have to answer pizza or gum.
Luke is going to VLAX University. Easy one. Gum. Easy answer. Not even a question.
Really?
Pizza.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind. That's a terrible answer.
I would say gum, just because there's so many flavors to choose from.
Thank you. You don't have that gum, you have that
pizza too.
How many flavors of pizza, but they're all savory, where you can get sweet gum, you can get...
Dude, you can't burn gum, but you can burn pizza, you know?
You
Well,
know,
who's saying you're burning the pizza?
Well, no, you're saying you're getting pizza or gum. So you can absolutely have terrible pizza. But gum is like, I mean, the worst gum you're going to get is like the cinnamon gum. And that's just, anybody who chews cinnamon gum is not to be trusted.
I love cinnamon gum.
Yeah, there's my point right there. I don't trust you.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh, God, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard something. I must have been...
God was asking what our individual goals are for New England.
Yeah.
Jeff, what's yours?
So my individual goal for New England's is it's a stretch, but I'm going for top 10
Why is that a stretch?
because I was 9th in New Hampshire. Anyway, I'm going for top 10, hoping for a better race this weekend. Obviously, home course advantage against the other guys not from New Hampshire, haven't raced the course yet, and just hoping to have a better race, get a better start maybe, and place top 10.
Yeah. Luke, what do you think?
I don't know. Just try to do better than I did at Mini Champions place-wise.
Nice. Madison?
Well, kind of agree with Luke. We're doing a little bit better than I raced at MOCs, and I think being a little more aggressive in that first mile is definitely something that I need to work on, and just trying to run up in one of the packs that are towards the front.
Oh, yeah, and close on the
So when you say you want to do better, do you want to do better in terms of New Hampshire or your number? Like,
Kind of both, I guess. Like, I definitely think that I can do a little better in terms of New Hampshire.
yeah.
But at the same time, I just want to do better, like, in total anyways. So, yeah.
Nice. What do you think?
I think pretty much the same thing. Working with like the New Hampshire girls that were in that pack that me and Addie were in, I think to try to get all of us up there a little bit more. I mean, this is actually going to be like my last high school cross country race, I'm realizing too. So that's strange to think about. But I mean, the fact that it's at Dairyfield too, and that's the course that I've like grown up on, that kind of makes it like a special situation. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I want to go out there and I think I'm probably one of the favorites just because, you know, it's in New Hampshire. I've done a lot of good stuff this year, so I think I'd, go try to get it up for New Hampshire.
Don't fall in the last 600.
Oh my God! I can see that stuff. Unbelievable. Stop. All right, so the people still here. Are you ready? Oh my gosh!
This is the big surprise that everyone has been staying on the live stream for. There's no other reason to stay on except for the surprise.
It's so surprising. So I'll be. Do you want me to say it or what?
Just say it.
Go for it.
Okay. Thanks to God, also known as Greg Hall, we will be having a new database added to New Hampshire cross country.
Right after the live stream.
But yes, and this database is going to progress to the point. Well, right now it's at where you can look up anybody's name, team, and see all their places at New England's from like 1980.
Times and schools and everything, yeah.
Everything, how they place. Like for example, I did Concord and I saw how my like time ever, and we understand that times they vary, but just by going by that, where I am in that list, and you can look up all these people. I was looking up my dad, all this stuff, but it is going to progress to the point where it will be a free, think about that, free database that will have all your cross country and track times. Sounds like something we know, not allowed to say, but it's free. Let's remember that. It's free. And it is for New Hampshire cross country and New Hampshire track and field, New Hampshire running. That's what it is.
Yep. So it's narrowed down for all the New Hampshire runners. Obviously, it's available on NewHampshireCrossCountry.com after the live stream.
Yep.
Forrest, New Hampshire Cross Country just asked you.
What?
Where did Jimmy Mack place in I actually asked in 198, but I think they meant 1980 or 1980, whatever year it was.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad, where'd you place in 1980 or 1908 when you were from? I think he said last. Did he say last?
I heard last.
Last.
We got another question about the database. Jacob Winslow asked, "Can you look up out-of-state people?" So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it has the
everyone from New England, right?
Past New England. So yes, the other out-of-state people will be on it. Of course, you guys can check it out after the live stream and figure it out to better than our explanations probably. But yeah, I think it's going to be a great tool to use. Obviously, going on New Hampshire Cross Country, you're able to look up your name, and later on, over time, you're going to be able to look up your track times and everything. And it's going to be great for us New Hampshire runners to have.
It's currently live on the New England Meet Hub. God just told us.
Yeah. So
check it out.
don't leave the live stream, but after the live stream, you can check that out.
That's for it.
Of course, but he's coming back. So,
okay.
We don't really have any more questions except for chocolate milk. I don't even know what Ovaltine chocolate milk is, so Nesquik is definitely the best chocolate milk.
No.
So
Hood.
between two, it says Ovaltine or Nesquik. Ovaltine or Nesquik?
What even is that?
Bro,
It's like powdery chocolate things.
all right, well, Nesquik's better. Nesquik is so good. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up there. So we just want to say good luck to everybody this weekend.
Gonna promote some New Hampshire pride. Everyone wears New Hampshire stuff. Again, we're working as a team, like Team New Hampshire, basically, especially for the individuals, and just trying to make a name for ourselves. This is like statewide representing the 603. And yeah, good luck, everyone.
Yeah, so even if you're not coming to support a team, just come in your New Hampshire gear and support everyone running.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, and check out the database.
Yep.
Let's go.